Hey, what's going on? It's your boy B Bird. I really want to jump in this. It's going to be a fun fact of Black history. There's going to be some other stuff I'm going to put into. I'm going to drop a couple bombs. Definitely courtesy of Professor Black Truth. So definitely, just carefully listen to the knowledge I'm going to speak. I definitely want to jump into a sister that was basically a pioneer in the black empowerment movement, and she basically catapulted the almost like women rights to being in the business as well. Her name was Annie Malone. She was born in August 1877. She passed away in Chicago in I think May of 1957. But she was basically born and raised in Illinois. Her parents, they were basically former slaves. Her dad, he fought in the Civil War. Her mom, she escaped, and after the war, like during the war, she escaped and went to Illinois. But yeah, she was basically. Our parents passed away when she was kind of young, so she ended up moving with her sister. She started school, and she was pretty big in chemistry. She was real big in chemistry. She got into the cosmetic industry and healthcare. Like she knew that there was a hair care product that was very harmful to black women. Women, yeah, more than black women, but maybe women in general, but black women. So she invented a new hair product cream that was very productive, but also very harmless. It was real harmless. And that's what catapulted her itch into the business, the cosmetic business. And she was very successful. She started a college, a beauty school, you would say, called Peru College, is a P-O-R-O. And that's where she had everything in that one building. I think up there in Chicago. She had basically a plant. It was a beauty school, and it was also a gymnasium. But she also built other buildings as well that was basically like a black community center for a lot of the community. Like it was like an auditorium, it was a dining hall, meeting halls. It was a gymnasium. It was many different things in this building. So she was doing a lot of things for her community. She also, I think in Chicago, she employed like over 200 black people. Basically, the majority of women. She employed, but over time, her company grew and she expanded, and she actually she had over 70,000 workers under her in North America, South America, Africa, Philippines, parts of Asia, I think the Caribbean. So she had lots of things globally going on. She was very, very economically empowered and definitely had a forward thinking in what she wanted to do and definitely what she wanted to do with her community. Definitely big up to her. Actually, a lot of people learn. I know people probably heard of Madam C.J. Walker. Her real name is Sarah Breedlove. But she actually worked for her, and she learned a lot. She learned some of the hair care and cosmetic from her brothers in St. Louis, but she learned a lot of her majority of her basic business from Annie Malone. So Annie Malone, to me, is a true pioneer in black empowerment, definitely black women empowerment, and definitely women in business in general. She was a deep pioneer for that, and she basically was an economically poor engine in her community. she definitely did a lot of things. I definitely give her respect to that generation that came up. Basically, the generation that came up kind of like after Reconstruction, and also come through the Roaring Twenties and so far and so forth. But they, like I said, they're going to economically come up. They're going to bring the community up. And that's where a lot of our celebrities are really, I think, to me, really play a down, a big disappointment. Like definitely Diddy, but I don't want to get into him on that. But you know what it is. Like, if you're going to employ black people, don't come with this black excellent black improvement, black empowerment, but you're not bringing up your community with you. You know what I'm saying? You're just using it as like almost like a sales pitch. That's not the way it goes. When you're doing it, you're supposed to bring up the entire community. That's how you almost influence the economic change, and you're instilling economic sovereignty on your people, because I make it to like, you know what, we can do this. We can do this. Now, look, I also want to inject a little bit as well. You're going to need some government progressive type of laws to assist your developing and achieving an economic success. So you can't just do it alone by yourself, no credit, none of that. You're going to need capital to start business. You can't just rely on donations. Because let's just say donations don't really empower you. Donation can actually hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like you're really seeing the result, and you're seeing the result right there in your face. Then yeah, you can go and maybe donate a little bit, but they can't just solely just say, you know what, I'm going to need. I mean, what's like this? You're going to economically have to maybe pull a little bit of resource to economically push certain element in black empowerment, black economics up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's going to need some type of pushing. You want to say donation, okay. You want to say investment, that's what I'd rather stick to. Because investing, or a loan. You know, you would say, look, I'm going to give you this type of loan so you can try to get the economic standards you need to get to. But you go out to pay me back, or I'm investing in you, but hopefully you can become a success and not get kickbacks on as well. You know what I'm saying? Donation, you're not really expecting nothing. It's kind of like a gift. But definitely shout out to that generation. I feel there really was real economic power in there. So that's definitely my fun fact of Black history, Mrs. Anna Malone. Definitely Google her, research her. Definitely a very impactful system. And that. But I definitely want to jump on the next one. Like I said, I listened to Mr. Professor True. The guy's a beast. He knows what he's talking about. He's almost like another version of Jason Black, but maybe sound a little bit older. And I don't want to disrespect, but he sounds a little bit older. I don't know. He's in his. I know he could be in his 50s, but you know, I'll just go on and let the mystery, keep boiling on that. But yeah, but he actually came. I catch a lot of his streams or his shows, and he actually had this one show about fascism and about George Washington, and how they just almost like in the way they depicting George Washington as something as a mythical being, almost like a god symbol or some type of ruler, almost like a Roman epithet. You know what I'm saying? Look, actually, you were talking about the fascists. Fascists. Now, fascists is like it's an ancient, like an ancient object that was created at that, I think, around 700 BC by. I don't want to butcher the name, but I'm going to try to pronounce this. I think it's called the Lucican. It's like Ethuscan. It's like Ethuscan. So I mean, it's something that yeah, it's called Ethuscan or something like that civilization. Sorry, I pushed it in, but you know, it is what it is. Now this is like an ancient civilization that was in Italy before or prior to the Roman civilization. But that's where this this object was basically created, and it was meant, and the meaning of this was basically of a symbol of power, and authoritarian, and jurisdiction. I mean, they can go anywhere, and they can exercise or show a strength, a power, or in a government rule. Like they basically show rules. Like it's like almost like you're showing them as a person of power, as something like an authoritarian. So that's what this object comes. It's like a bundle of wooden rods, and sometimes they have an axe in it. You know what I'm saying? And the axe supposed to show the power of power and authoritarian, while the bundle it keeps it together. So that's like giving like a strength of power and jurisdiction, but the acts represent authoritarian and active, and to give out to actually exempt ruling. That's basically what it is. But it was also a root word of fascism. That's where fascism kind of came about with Mussolini of Italy and Adolf Hitler of Germany. So this all ties in to this symbol or this object that's almost about, we want to say close to almost 3,000 years old, about 2,700 years old. Now, the United States, from after the Civil War and George Washington and stuff, they actually put those symbols in the United States government halls and buildings. Like the Congress, you see statues of Abraham Lincoln got it. George Washington definitely has it, and it shows in many different areas of the United States that has that symbol. And I always wondered what that symbol was about. Never really knew that the connection it had as well. So you can let you know how deep white supremacy really is, and almost, but also blatantly to your face, because they put it out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it basically showed George Washington appearing with one, and he was basically being shown as a Roman Empire, because he had like some sheaths. When you got a fascist, it's basically more tied with Roman era, Roman civilization, authoritarian ruling, war, basically that type of strength and ruling. And it basically was kind of trying to show the United States as a new Roman Empire that's basically based on authoritarian and jurisdiction. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's kind of like what almost similar with fascism is basically based on. So definitely a lot. It was an eye opener. It was an eye opener. I put that on my Instagram. Follow me on Big Bird. I'll put that on my Instagram. Let people know the real deal. It's deep. It's real deep. I know they took YouTube actually took down his video for that. No, they would just ban his video, but I don't think he got too many strikes yet, so they just let it up. But they definitely took his video down. So definitely, it must be something that he was hitting, and obviously must have been right. They took it down. So sometimes you have to look for yourself, going deeper in this rabbit hole. What is the foundation, the true foundation of the United States? And that's kind of what he was trying to basically show and basically explain. When I looked it up, it's in research. You can research this, but you gotta have to go to many different types of sources to actually get what you need to get to open your eyes with what truly what this shit is. And it's deep. I mean, it's very deep. But definitely just want to drop it in there. Definitely, everybody check out Professor True. Jason Black as well. Two very indigenous brothers that get really deep in the rabbit hole. There's other people that go very deep as well um, in that rabbit hole. But they really get in the meat and potato. I actually shout out to Mr. Carroll. He actually explains a lot as well. Um, like I said, you really have to have a thirst for information and listen to these people because they don't really entertain your status quo audience. You know what I'm saying? They dissect things and they really tackle almost like a calculus intelligently. They break it down. So you gotta definitely just sit and just soak up all that knowledge. And then you gotta break it down just a little bit more for you to interpret it and to be able to understand what it really is using your thinking or your thought process, and that's what it is. But yeah, that was basically cool, today. I just really want to drop that, just spread it out. That was deep. I had to research. It took me a few hours to research that, but like I said, man, my jaw dropped when I really got into the meat and potato of it. I don't know why I say that, but I got to the heart of it, and it is what it is, man. It's really the United States is they based their entire society as Roman. You know what I'm saying? And when you think about it, Roman, even though when you think about a republic is more of a democratic, more have a actual rule, but fascism is not really quite the rule. It's more of the government action authoritarian almost. It's almost like tyranny. But yeah, real deep stuff, man. Like I said, I'll probably drop another video sooner or later up. But yeah, I just want to hit you guys up later. All right, one.